Good morning. Today we're going to be looking at the percent proportions and the percent equation. Now we're going to start with the proportion first because it is very consistent with how we set up steps. So let's talk about percentages. Okay, so percentages are used frequently in real life. We'll see it a lot where we go. You guys see stuff on sale all the time, like 50% off or 20% off, or you might get a coupon for Kohl's for like 15% or 30% off. So we can solve these percentage problems one of two ways. One way, we can set up a percent proportion using the formula that you see here on my screen. Okay, we always do it. Percent out of 100 is equal to our part over our whole. Okay, and kind of think about it like this. Your percentage is your part of your whole, which is always going to be 100%. There's always 100% to a whole. Okay, and then the second way, we can plug the given values into the percent equation and then solve for the missing value. And we would do that by the part, or what we're looking for, would be equal to our percent as a decimal times our whole. Now we're going to work with this equation tomorrow. So the next video you get, we'll be discussing the equation. Today we're going to focus on the percent proportion. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our first example. The example reads, the 7th grade class held an end-of-the-year dance. Of the 300 7th graders, 246 decided to attend. What percent of the 7th grade class attended the end of the year dance? Okay, so we just said the way that we're going to take and set this up is our percent out of 100 is equal to our part out of our whole. So we just plug the numbers into this. Okay, so we are looking for our percent. So for that, we're going to just put an X in place of it. Okay, X out of 100 because that's always going to be a 100. Okay, and then our part out of our whole. So it says that there are a total of 300 students. Okay, that's our whole. So 300 goes in the whole. You guys see that right here. And that 246 decided to attend. So 246 is our part. Okay, so we set this up. Part over whole is equal to X over 100. And then we're just going to take and solve using our calculator. Okay, so remember we cross multiply. So I'm going to cross multiply these two numbers, 246 times 100. And then I'm going to take that number, 24,600, and divide it by 300. Okay, which gives us 82. Now I know since I'm looking for my percent, this is 82% of the students attended. Okay, let's look at another problem. A farmer decides to sell 32 pounds of his 96-pound potato crop. What percent of the crop did he sell? Okay, so again, we're looking for the percent. So we're going to do X out of 100 because that's what we're trying to find, our percent. And then our part over our whole. So he sold 32 pounds out of a total of 96 pounds. Okay, then we're going to take, cross multiply, 32 times 100. That gives us 3,200. Okay, and then we're going to divide by 96. 3,200 divided by 96. And that's going to give us our percent. Now we get a repeating decimal. You guys just always get into the habit of rounding to the tenth place. So it's going to be 33.3 line over to show that it is a repeating decimal. Okay? Here's our next example. On an average Saturday, 50% of tickets sold are child tickets. If there are 460 tickets sold on Saturday, how many were sold to children? Okay, so again, let's remember our percent proportion. So we've got percent out of 100 equals our part over our whole. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit different because it's giving us a percentage. So I'm going to start plugging in. So I'm going to do 15 over 100. Okay, and then it's telling us this is the total number sold, and we're trying to find out how many were children. Okay, so that means I am looking for my part, and my whole is going to be 460 tickets. Okay, then I'm going to take cross multiply 15 times 460. And then I'm going to take that answer and divide it by 100. So it's 15 times, oops, yeah, that's right, 460. Oops, let's try that again. 15 times 460, 6,900 divided by 100 gives us 69. 69 children's tickets, child tickets. Okay. All right. Here's our next example. The campus demographics include 480 female students. This represents 64% of the student body. How many students are enrolled? Okay, so again, let's remember we've got percent out of 100 equals part over whole. Okay, I'm going to plug these numbers in. So I've got 64%, so 64 out of 100. We're trying to find how many total students are enrolled. We've got 480. So this is actually going to be our part. 480 out of our total number enrolled. Okay, then we're going to take cross multiply 100 times 480. Okay, so 480 times 100, 48,000. Okay, I'm going to take that, divide by 64. And I get 750 students enrolled. Okay, and we have one more example problem. Tricia made a 56% on her science test. If she got 14 problems correct, how many problems were on the test? So again, we've got percent out of 100 is equal to part over our whole. Okay, our percent, it tells us it's 56%. So 56 out of 100. Part is what is given us because it's asking how many is on the test. So that's our whole. So our part is 14, or the number of questions that she missed. Okay. Number of problems she got correct. Sorry, I said that backwards. Sorry, my pen's doing something crazy. Alright, so now, again, we're going to take cross multiply. So 14 times 100, which is 1,400. And I'm going to divide by 56. And I'm going to get 25. So there were 25 questions on the test. Okay? You guys are going to be continuing to do similar problems to these. You will set them up using the proportion format that I just showed you, and then you're going to cross multiply, divide like we've been working on. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm always available on Zoom from 2:15 to about 2:30. So I will see you later. Have a great day.